Okay, so it's a walking, talking live stream, and here's the cool thing. I can walk in complete darkness. Like our city, does partial lighting, so it's pretty dark. Like at night, I can see the outlines of the palm trees. I can see the crosswalks and all that. But there's something kind of cool about walking in the dark because your eyes acclimate. You can see in the dark better. Like I have noticed over time, I can acclimate to seeing. Like if you were in a forest, it'd be even more pitch black, of course. But it's pretty dark through here. Like you can't see much. You can't even really see me. Well, you can see the outline of me. So anyway, I'm walking, and I thought I'd do a little chat about thoughts on being introverted. So lots of people have different thoughts and opinions on what being introverted is. And I've come to the conclusion there's a difference between being a recluse and being more introverted. Like I think introverts actually do enjoy the company of other people, and I do a lot to some extent, but I also enjoy my own thoughts. I enjoy thinking within myself, and I think I always did want to. This is one thing about me, even though I was introverted, I always wanted to kind of make friends. And I feel like one thing that I didn't honor enough, to be honest with you, is just thinking about my own opinions, my own thoughts, and my own feelings. I didn't make those tantamount enough in a friendship. I didn't really give enough credence to those things, because sometimes in the past, when people had opinions, I think I would always feel oh, well, I don't want to have friction in a friendship. But I've decided recently, people that are meant to be your friends on this earth, that are truly in your court, they want you to have your own opinions, and your happiness, your joy, and your opinions would never detract from their opinions. So I feel I didn't give enough credence to my own thoughts, opinions, and concerns. And I realized I really should, because I'm a wonderful person. You're a wonderful person. And anybody who truly values other people, they want you to be happy. They want you to have your own opinions. And sometimes when you're introverted, this is why it's difficult, because more extroverted people, they feel very comfortable telling people their opinions, kind of putting their opinions on other people. I think you can even, I know it might sound kind of weird, but I feel like you could be extroverted and reclusive. I know that sounds weird. I feel like introverted people are just more wanting to go within and not really project their feelings on other people, whereas extroverted people, most of them are very socially outgoing, but sometimes an extroverted person could be reclusive. It could be a weird mix, or maybe, who knows, maybe we can't really define people by one thing or the other. I guess what I could say is, in general, I do feel more of an introverted person, because I do like to reflect within. I like to focus on my own thoughts. I do enjoy hearing what other people have to say, but I don't enjoy friction. And I think maybe extroverted people, they derive energy from that. They derive energy from friction or debate or conflict, or just making statements that would kind of make other people feel I'm not thinking about this right. But truly introverted people don't do those things. So honestly, right now, my journey on being more introverted and in future friendships is I will put myself first, because I have come to the conclusion everybody puts themselves first all the time. And I'm the kind of person that was always so worried about being friendly to people. making sure that they felt good in interactions I had with them. But I realized that's just not how everybody feels. A lot of people don't feel that way. A lot of people just want, I don't know, they want some sort of social interaction in an echo chamber, so to speak. And I'm not really into echo chambers. And it's funny because people who claim to be super open-minded, they are also into the echo chamber. But if you're more introverted, maybe you just want to be within yourself and not always thinking about what other people are doing. Or you can ask what other people are doing. And I feel like the answer is, at this point in life, I just want to be happy for other people. And I want other people to be happy for me. And if somebody's thinking or doing something that doesn't hurt me directly, then yeah, I'm just going to be happy for other people. And I feel like that's the answer. You should just be happy for other people. And if they want to do something that you don't agree with, or they have an opinion that you don't like, maybe learn to accept it more. I feel like that would get rid of a lot of friction in our society if people could just be more accepting without chastising. But anyway, in general, another conclusion that I've come to with being introverted is that it's better not to get in conflictual situations. I know there's a lot of divisiveness right now, and you can have an opinion about divisive topics, but for yourself, it's kind of better maybe not to discuss them, because people don't play fair and they're very much in their echo chamber. Right now, I'm kind of team watermelon, honestly. That's where I am at this point. But I feel like if you're team watermelon, people will kind of make you feel like, oh, that's not good enough. And they'll make you feel like they'll disparage you a little bit. And they never stop to think, well, maybe people that are team watermelon, there's a reason that they have come to support the watermelon. And I don't think I'm the only one, because I thought, well, am I the only one that's feeling this way? A lot of Middle Eastern scholars, like Nassim Taleb, who is a very astute person, he has pointed out, there's a reason why people are supporting the watermelon. Not that that's the answer, but as things go on, as time goes on, I, in general, remain neutral, and I don't want to go to protests. I really don't, because that's just not for me. I don't want to take a side completely, but more of my sympathy goes to the watermelon movement, especially when you figure out that, did you know? This is just interesting. Something I didn't know until recently. Palestinians were forbidden. They couldn't even have art exhibits with their flag. They couldn't display their flag. And the watermelon was kind of like a code symbol. And some artists were actually they were persecuted for making watermelon art. And I don't know, that's kind of censorship. And maybe you don't like what they stand for, but if you're pro freedom of speech, why are you censoring them? I don't know. These are all good questions, but I try not to go too deep into it, because I feel like right now everybody thinks they're correct on every topic, and I'm trying to stay more on the sidelines. I just have empathy for people, and that doesn't make me a bad person, and that doesn't mean I don't have empathy for other people. But I also realized a lot of people never had empathy for me, ever. There's a lot of people, when you realize people judge you, they couldn't identify with how you feel. They never had empathy for anything that you thought. So that's why I have taken this stance on being more introverted and not feeling like I have to put myself on blast or take sides in debates that are kind of divisive, because at the end of the day, I'm I want to be pro-peace. I don't like any kind of fighting of any kind. So sometimes it's difficult. If you want to be pro-peace, you have to just accept, well, a lot of people, they don't care about your feelings. And feelings are actually factual. You know why? Because how you feel is real. And anybody who tells you that your feelings don't have validity, that is a form of gaslighting. And it's a form of narcissism, really, is what I came to the conclusion. Anybody that's ever told people that, oh, like, feelings are not valid, just facts. Don't fall for that, because that's actually something a narcissist would say to someone, like a very cool and collected narcissist. They would say that to someone to make them feel like, how they feel about something is not correct. It's too emotional, and they deal with facts. And that's kind of a conclusion I've come to. So, yeah. So just dealing with the narcissism of how people present themselves. Like anytime somebody says, I'm very factual, I'm correct at all times, I don't 100% agree with that at all, because your feelings have validity. And anybody who tells you, like, and I've kind of noticed this too. I hate to say it, but I've noticed a lot of conservative people, they love to discredit people's feelings, but they have feelings too. And if you don't, like, support their feelings, then, oh no. So to be introverted means you kind of just have to abstain from all of these things. Like, you have to abstain from people who don't listen to what you're saying. Like, you just have to keep your thoughts and feelings to yourself more. But yeah, you can have an opinion on things. I think just as an introvert, it's better to maybe talk about it, but don't really share it a lot, and don't share it with a lot of people in general. And another thought on being introverted is find joy in things that you think are beautiful and you believe in, and don't tell people. Just do it. Enjoy it. Live your life. And that's what I'm doing right now. Actually, I'm feeling even more free than I have in years, because I'm just living my life and doing everything I want to do, and any kind of thing I want to create. It doesn't really matter what anybody else thinks about it. What's my intention and how does it make me feel? That is where I stand. Anyway, I think being introverted is a very nuanced thing, and I don't know. Those are my thoughts on it. Thanks for watching.